I'm just gonna be straight up with you, bro. You don't deserve a duo as good as you think you do. And what if I told you this mindset is actually heavily holding you back from going pro or just getting your first earnings? Why? Well, sit back and let me explain. You've probably seen this exact situation happen or can maybe relate to this yourself. I've seen people that maybe aren't like the best at the game yet, they might not even be semi-pro, and I always see them switching duos all the time because, oh, he doesn't listen sometimes, or he's not that good at fighting, or maybe he gets mad sometimes, and so on. All these random small problems, which yeah, these problems aren't like the most ideal thing to have in your duo, but just think about it for a minute. Do you really deserve a really good duo with no problems at all? No, bro, you definitely do not. You even have a bunch of small problems yourself. And the thing I want you to understand is the time wastage of this whole thing. I already know that you know how much time it actually wastes swapping duos all the time in terms of progression. You have to get used to your new duo every single time, figuring out new plans for your drop spot again, figuring out like each other's schedule, like when both of us are on and when we can practice, figuring out what roles each of you play, like iGel or Fragger, and learning how to make them coexist well in your team. And this is terrible because you really want to be in that nice area where you've had like a duo for a while and you've been playing together for ages. You already know how each other plays and you like already know all the strats you do with your teammate and like what you're doing at your drop spot and all the strats with that. Because once you're in this type of area with your teammate, this is where you personally find the most improvement in the shortest amount of time. So you want to be in that nice area as long as possible, as much as possible. My advice is very simple with this. Just find a duo that complements your role. So like if you're iGel, maybe get a Fragger. That doesn't even really matter too much. But you just want someone that is similar skill compared to you in terms of placements. Nothing else like fighting capability or how good people say they are, etc. Then simply just stick with each other as long as possible. Or at least at the minimum a full season. You just want to make the times where you are splitting up with duos as rare as possible. Yeah, problems with your duo will arise and you can talk about them with each other and try to fix them and improve them. You don't have to ignore these small issues that will come up with your teammate, especially if you aren't good yourself, because you're not going to have that of a good teammate. And then if you don't have that good of a teammate, it's guaranteed that they're going to have some issues. But you just do not want them to make you split up and waste time.